Hi, welcome back to another video on a classic piece of audio hardware and why producers love it. This time we're taking a look at the Roland Space Echo. We're going to look at what it is, why it's so beloved, and how you can use it in your music. Roland was founded in April 1972 by Ikutaru Kakahashi, and in its first 2 years released a wide range of products that would set a precedent for the next 5 decades. There were drum machines, synths, pianos, guitar pedals, and in 1973 2 delays, the RE-100 and RE-200 tape echoes. Roland was attempting to cash in on the popularity of the tape delay, which was based around tape loops and had been a popular effect since the 1950s. These were pretty simple. A recording head recorded what you played, and a reading head played back the delay. Loop it and add feedback and you have several delays. Tape delays were very fragile, so Kakahashi attempted to build more stable systems, but didn't realise this true goal until a year later with the follow-up models, the RE-101 and RE-201, which also adopted the Space Echo name. These were both sturdy and affordable. Other delay units would use loops and 2 reels like a recorder, but these employed a single tape loop with a much longer length, with the tape spooling into the chamber above the unit and able to create much longer delays. With its extended feature set, which included the 12 modes and a spring reverb, the 201 became the delay to own. Famous users included Bob Marley and producers like King Tubby and Lee Scratch Perry, who would exploit the intensity control to create organic delays and swelling effects used in reggae and dub. The likes of Radiohead, Portishead, David Bowie, Niels Fram and Pink Floyd have also used the machine's tape speed and delay rate controls to create all sorts of pitch and oscillation effects on many recordings. The Space Echo was a big hit then and continued to be produced in various forms like the RE-301, RE-501 and SRE-55 until 1990. In more recent times, Roland and Boss have emulated the Space Echo in the form of several stomp boxes. The classic tape delay is also widely available in plugin form, including great emulations from Arturia, Universal Audio, Audio Thing and Cherry Audio. So let's look at how it actually works. There are 3 tape playback heads on the Space Echo, which gives it its unique character. These are equally spaced so they each add an equal delay time to the original input signal. So if this original tape delay time is 1 second, the second is at 2 seconds and the third 3 seconds. Or to put it another way, the delay times for playback heads 2 and 3 are 2 and 3 times the delay time of playback head 1. This table from the Boss RE2 manual shows the tape head configurations for 11 of the 12 modes of the Space Echo. The 12th mode is just reverb on its own. You can employ the Space Echo to get some varied classic sounds. We're using the Arturia Delay Tape 201 here, but you can use these settings on any Space Echo emulation or even the hardware if you're lucky enough to own it. I've created this very simple melody loop here in Ableton. Now I'm going to turn on the Space Echo. I've set the repeat rate at a fairly low and slow value, around a third of the way up, and the echo volume at maximum. Intensity at the moment is at 0, and everything else around the middle. I can switch here between modes 1, 2 and 3, and you should hear the single delay get longer as I step up. In mode 4 you get 2 tape playback heads. Pushing up the input drive gives a lovely saturation on the input signal. Now while the melody is looping I can play with the repeat rate dial to get some crazy pitch effects we mentioned. On this Arturia version I get left and right options as it's in stereo, which I can link or unlink. The original only has 1 dial. The intensity dial introduces wonderful feedback into the delay. So I can set this around half and you introduce a lovely simple dubby feel. Combine this with some automation of the repeat rate and you can tame some wild pitch effects. Now we'll introduce some amazing spring reverb using mode 8. So I'm keeping all the settings as they were, but dialing up the reverb mix for a very haunting dubby vibe. This is the Space Echo in its full glory. Finally, you might not expect the full intensity dial to go on forever, but set it at maximum, play your loop and then stop, and it does. You can even play with the rate dial for pitch effects as your delays swell up and down. It can get pretty mesmerizing.